Fresh break down. Everybody know what I'm trying to do now. Hold it down for my hometown. Profound when it comes to doing me because I do it easily and it pleases me how. So focused, mind open. Behold, a man with a motive, soaking in a depth of my own ocean, hoping that the whole world gets the notion. I've been waiting for this minute for a minute, now I got it out my graph in a moment. Size mode, can't sugarcoat it. Beast mode, can't control it. Hold up, if you're looking for me right here, with a pen in my hand, I make it all clear that I gotta do it bigger and better and piecing the puzzle together for the people that never bled. So fed up with the bullshit, me too. Like the world got a vendetta against you. Ain't no superhero coming for the rescue unless you ask me to do it, then I bless you. But wait, never too late. Take a deep breath, let it all marinate because the second that I do, I embrace my fate and I gotta make a move because I am that great. All I want is all of y'all to ponder. A better man willing to take his dream farther, but all the other didn't even try your father. Start up the engine until we restarted. Pardon me, moment doesn't happen often, so while we here, let's enjoy it and applaud it. Take a second before the night becomes morning and tell those in the structure here they're gone. Mind open, eyes closed, my journey, my road, my drive, my goal. I think they ready for me. I think they calling for me. I think they waiting for me. I hear them calling. I hear them calling for me. Mind open, eyes closed, my journey, my road, my drive, my goal. I hear them calling. I remember when my days were so unsure, not knowing what I'm living on this earth for. Now I know that I am what I lust for. Plus more representing Prince George for awards. Like the little nigga standing at the bus stop, scared cause he fears that he's near to a gun pop. Headphones in his head disappears from this world where your peers in the realm of the hip hop. Just watch how I turn this whole life around. When everybody tried to tell him he was hellbound.
Oh, I was in a groove. It's all right. No, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Higgins Fitness and More Show. All right, so I am gonna get right into it today because one, I have to go to class after this for real. But no, more so the fact that like I say, you guys, I do this thing for a reason. It's not just for myself. I want to get this information out there to you guys, and from a standpoint of that I'm just everyday regular person, and it happened to me, meaning obesity happened to me, right? I should start like a Me Too for obesity. What y'all think? Should we have like a hashtag? You know what I mean? So you think so, Jacob, Jeremy? Like straight up, like, huh? Contest? Yeah. So yeah, but I should, right? So
yeah, we'll offer a prize.
Okay.
This is the voice of the station manager here.
Manager.
But when good ideas randomly come out, I want to chime in on them. No, this is actually a great idea. If you struggle with weight, hashtag, I don't know, weight struggle. I mean, let's think of it, right? And then we'll give away something here at the studio. So think about what folks want.
Yes.
Not these chocolate bunnies.
Yes, not these chocolate bunnies. And we'll explain that later.
It was a horrible, cruel trick.
Right, that was evil as hell.
No, you have a great idea. Let's do that.
Yes. So if you guys didn't hear him, but I don't know why you didn't hear him because, he was on the mic. But, so this just happened. This baby has just been born, okay? Right now, Thursday, the 8th of March, right? So if you have a struggle with weight loss, first, let's start by going to a poll, right? Viewers at home, you guys here, you have my information, Higgins Fitness and More. And you can hit me on Instagram. You can hit me through the show here. You can hit me through the Facebook page as well, the business page. If you have an idea for the hashtag, the name for people who struggle with weight, kind of like the Me Too for, for women and things of that, or just the whole rape thing or molestation, all that good stuff. But for us, for people who have struggled with obesity all their life, or a part of their life, if it's been a struggle at all for you, what should the hashtag be? So get it together, guys. Send me the information. Let's see who comes up with the best, right? And we'll offer a prize. And we'll do it here on the show. All right. So let me know. And we'll keep that moving right along. Yeah, that just happened. Awesome. So we'll see more about that. See what y'all come up with. Okay. Cool. So anyway, moving right along. Like I said, this stuff comes from me because of my struggle with obesity as well. When I didn't even realize that it was a struggle, you know what I mean? I thought I was pretty normal, if you will. But I never realized how just unhealthy it was. Like, I figured that because I was mobile and I didn't have like social problems, or, you know, I didn't have any signs of anything creeping up on me at that, you know, through some of my life. So I didn't think it was too big of a deal until I examined what's going on the inside, right? So after that, that's when I started going into it. I was always somewhat active, but not nearly what I could have been. So that was a component as well that I needed to train and get things going with, right? So anyway, brings me to the other day. I'm in the gas station, and I'm in line. It's a lady in front of me, all right? And so, you know, like I said, I'm skipping around a little bit, but follow me, all right? Just follow me. So I watch, you know, I'm a trainer. This is what I do. I watch people's stance, their movement patterns, their postures. I look at people's, I know it's kind of weird, but how the fat has deposited on their bodies and stuff like that. Like, I look at all of that because I'm trained to look at that and to kind of, you know, train it, to, you know, treat it or cure it, rather. I don't think we can cure. You can cure fat loss. You can cure obesity. So I'm saying that to say, and coming from a place of being 350 pounds myself, I was looking at the lady in front of me, and she was bent or like hunched over on the counter, and she was paying for a bunch of candy, right? So the candy, like what you see here, that I did not purchase, that was just here for another show. I decided not to remove it because it kind of goes along, and man, the ingredients or the chemicals here are just listed on the back. We'll read those later, but anyway. She's putting the candy in the bag. The cashier gives her the bag, you know, through the window thing. And so she's like, I guess the guilt kind of got her, and she was like, well, she's like, oh, this candy, I know. She's putting the candy in the bag. And then she's like, well, if it helps. And I'm like, what the hell you mean? Like, because this thing means something to me. This is the mindset of the people that I'm, you know, that are affected by this. This is how they think. You know, this is what happens when you're conditioned to think and to eat a certain way. Remember, the chemicals that we put in, everything that we ingest affects how we think and how we act, right? So if we're putting in chemicals and things that don't necessarily agree with our bodies, we're not going to think or to act rational in certain ways, all right? Yeah, it's that deep. So as she walks out, I'm just like going off like I don't embarrass her or anything. She's out of the door, but it was still like, my God. And like I didn't flip out or anything like that. Hey, Melinda, I didn't flip out, Melinda. So I was just like damn, like, stay with me. And I told the cashier, I was like, I'm sorry, you know, I'm not flipping. I was like, but I'm in the, you know, I'm a part of the healthcare continuum. And this lady just said it's going to help. Like, I know mind you, she's all of like 5'3" and an easy 300 pounds, easy. She couldn't hardly stand up and carry her own weight to the car. So, because she's leaning over on the counter as she collects her candy, right? So this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what it does to us. You are not healthy. You are not thinking rationally. You're not speaking rationally. And your body is evident of it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not. Please, y'all, don't come for me. I'm not saying everybody who is morbidly obese is like dumb. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that the way that they're looking at food and nutrition and exercise has been distorted, okay? It has been skewed in a way that is not healthy for them. It doesn't go along with them trying to live a productive and happy life, right? So that's why it's a concern. That's why, not just because the lady was obese. So I'm not saying that. Please understand me, guys. I'm coming from a place where I know, so I just want to get that clear. So when she said it, like I said, I go off and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm beating myself in the head. Like I get in the car and I'm like, my goodness, Jesus, what? Why? So what, again, it prompts today's show. So here we go. Today we are going to talk about the things that sugar is doing to your body. What is sugar really doing? All right. So be with us here. We're going to go into a few things that sugar is actually doing to your body. Then we're going to watch a video that kind of supports what I am saying here today. All right? So y'all stay with me here. I feel like the boxes here are making me look smaller or something. Or the boxes look really huge on the screen here. I don't know, but it's cool. I ain't really tripping. Anyway, so, all right. The things that sugar is doing to your body. All right. So number one, and if you're following along at home, you can go ahead and write this down. I hope it helps. Okay. You ready? Let's go. Okay. Sugar makes your fat, makes you fat, but no, it makes your organs fat. Okay. So, and understand this is the sugar that I'm talking about, the man-made sugar, the high fructose corn syrup, the genetically modified sugar, not the natural sugars that come from your fruits and vegetables. Okay, those are the sugars that we need that speak to our body. All right, these sugars speak against our body, and we'll go into why and just follow me. All right. So what do I mean? So those sugars, basically the high fructose corn syrups, they trigger your liver to actually store fat more efficiently. So let's say you're working out and you're trying to lose fat, but you keep eating, you still have a high sugar diet. So you're still just telling your body to store fat, So that's why diet and exercise go hand in hand. And you don't have to think of diet as like I'm going on a diet. No, it needs to be a lifestyle change. It needs to be a new approach to food. So don't change that up as far as your way of thinking with what I'm eating or a diet is concerned. A diet is simply how you eat, right? I am technically a pescatarian, meaning I don't eat much or any animal product other than seafood. Okay, so that is just my way of life. That is the way I eat. That's the way I approach food and nutrition. Okay, so let's kind of think about that in a new way. All right, but this is what it does. So it makes your organs fat and automatically tells your liver to store fat in an easy way. And so then over time, the fat that builds up then around your liver, and it's a precursor for just liver disease in a whole, right? And the crazy thing is that this wasn't something that came about until like the 80s, right? So before the 80s, you didn't really hear too much of, artificial sugars making your organs fat as well, right? So again, but this is when it was kicked up again into high gear, and we're consuming so much of it. And so this is where it starts, and it's only gotten worse. Childhood obesity, none of those numbers have decreased in the last few years. I don't want to quote exactly, but the numbers have continued to climb, and that is very, very unfortunate. All right. So another one, your next one here is sugar creates tension, okay, in your blood vessels. All right. So, we think blood vessels creating that tension, added sugars, they cause the excess insulin into the bloodstream. So that's what makes it so tight and there you go, affecting our circulatory system, how our blood flows throughout the body. This is stuff that comes from, that is then going into high blood pressure, then next diabetes. And if you ever notice, like those two are always almost interchangeable. Like most of the medications that they give for diabetes, they give for high blood pressure, vice versa. You know, this stuff is crazy, but that is what it is, right? Sugar also promotes cholesterol chaos, right? So that means, you know, and with our cholesterol, we have the good cholesterol, the HDL, well, the LDL, and your HDL, which is your bad cholesterol, right? So again, same thing here. We put these chemicals in our body. It's like putting in, 87 gas in your, when it need 91. You are messing up your system. That's how it goes. You're not running on the efficient oil that you need. What's up, Jeff? I see you. So just keep that in mind. Also, sugar leads to diabetes, of course, but this is new, relatively new. They're saying that there's a type 3 diabetes, if you guys haven't heard that. But this one is they're saying that it's also linked to the cholesterol. The type 3 diabetes is also related to the high-fat diet, so along with the sugars, but then the sugars also cause that. Because it's causing fat to store, that's where you go, right? But so studies from Brown University have also shown that high sugar diet is also can be linked to Alzheimer's disease, right? So this is not just like a thing of gaining weight or losing weight. Right? So, no, I'm going to kick the sugar. I'm going to cut back on sugar so I can drop a few pounds. Now, yeah, you want to do that. By all means, for sure, you want to do that. But you also want to take into consideration that if you continue to eat these foods, whether you gain weight at an easy pace or whether you lose weight at an easy pace, you are still tearing down your insides. You are still practicing unhealthy habits. You are still putting yourself at risk for all of these diseases, diabetes, stroke, heart attack, all of it, high blood pressure, all of it. It's putting you right there for all of it. So it's not just, and if you have, if you have heart issues, you have heart problems, you definitely don't need to be eating these types of foods, and the sugar. So because this is what it's doing to your body. It's already killing your body. It's already taking from it and, deteriorating it. So we don't need to add to that. You know what I mean? It's something that we need to be way more aware of and take way more seriously, okay? Like, for real, guys. Like, come on. Shoot. Anyway. All right. Here's the thing, too. Sugar. It turns you into a freaking junkie, all right? So it's like, I tell people all the time to be easy on yourself when you're trying to cut sugar. It's not completely your fault. The fact is that you put these chemicals in your body, you put the sugars in your body, and in order for the sugars to, the chemicals to continue to live, they need more chemicals, right? They need to be fed. So then your body says, give me more. I want more. Then you do it. You eat whatever, or you get that strong craving. Like, and again, I know for myself, I've gone off sugar, for a minute, and then be like, I haven't had a Reese cup in a month, so I'm gonna get me a Reese cup, right? So I get the Reese cup that day, and this was before, transferring over, and even sometimes on a bad day, to be honest. But anyway, you eat it, then it's like, oh, 2 days later, you're like, I want something else. And then you eat that. And you're like, I want something else. And then, because it's the chemicals in your body saying, I want more. And in order to flush that out of your system, the only thing you have to do is simply stop, right? Kill it, stop the need, flush it out, it'll be gone. You'll be amazed at how your body will react. And if you think I'm joking, try for yourself. Stop eating or drinking one particular sugar that you consume on a daily for a month. Tell me how you feel in a month and try to go back and drink that one thing just to see the difference. I bet you, guarantee you, your body will reject it in some way, shape, or form. It will not feel the same. It will not taste the same. It will not give you that same satisfaction. All right? So please, please be aware. Sugar is a drug. It is more addictive than cocaine. All right? So please, please be aware. It's not totally your fault, but you are an addict, and that's what we do, all right? Addicts consume high percentages of whatever drug or addiction they're involved with. It's the same with food, okay? If you ever want to really try to grasp some kind of sympathy for an overweight person, especially a morbidly overweight person, think about you having to, a crackhead or an alcoholic, right? In order for them to kick their habit, they have to stop what they're doing. Stop the drugs, stop the alcohol. That's what they have to do. Someone addicted to food and then still have to eat to live, that's them juggling with their drug every time they eat, because they still have to eat to live, but they have to make better choices. So they literally have to still struggle every day until their mind has changed, until their philosophy has changed, until they have reached a new way of dealing with something. Okay, with whatever issue it is. All right. So please, 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 please be mindful. It is so psychological, it's crazy, all right? 98% of people who are morbidly obese has come from some traumatic event. So then, therefore, the food became their drug, their way of comfort, how they dealt, right? It is that simple. But it had to start somewhere. They had to know that by eating these chemicals, it was going to make them feel a certain way. So you got to keep that in mind. It had to start somewhere. So if they didn't already have these habits of unhealthy eating, when whatever happened traumatic in their life, that wouldn't have caused them to go that way. Now, they may have gone another way, or they may have learned, if they were taught how to deal with, certain things in life's journey, then maybe not. But that's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother show for a whole nother day at a whole nother time. But it is too very much an addiction for a lot of people. Okay. So some people just want to lose 20 pounds because they're like, oh my gosh, I got to lose 20 pounds and the summertime's coming. And I want to go to the beach. Sometimes people, it's a life or death issue. Okay. And it's not just obesity with these chemicals. Remember, it's just because you are maybe, 150 pounds and you're 5'2" and you're good, you may still very well be unhealthy, because of what you ingest on a daily basis. You can still be tearing your body down if you're not overweight. Keep that in mind. So all y'all little, I'm about to take a little shot at skinny people that think they so fit and can't run a half a mile. Y'all need to go sit down somewhere. All right, shout out to the big girls. Anyway, just joking, guys. Don't be so sensitive, right? All right. So then, here we go with the last one, right? Sugar makes you an energy-starved zombie, okay? This is, I'm talking about the highs and lows of sugar. A lot of times we say, we're going to take this, grab a candy bar, grab something sweet to get a good sugar rush. And that's just what it is, a rush. Take you all the way up and then slam your butt back down, right? It is the perfect form of false energy, the perfect form, all right? So, again, it's not doing you any good. Get your rest like you're supposed to. Eat your fruits and vegetables, all right? Things that grow from the ground up. And we'll be all right. We won't have to worry about this. You'll have the energy that you need. I'm telling you. Stop eating all this animal product, and your body will conserve some of that energy that it's not using to break down these, chemicals and this crap that we put in our body. There you go. There's more energy. You feel lighter. You feel better. You're able to do more. All of that comes with weight loss and with eating properly, right? Come on. Do it. It's not even that hard. It's like, I know it is hard for some people. I understand. I'm not discounting that. But it's something that is essential to our lives and that we have to do. And so all that information came because that lady pissed me off. But it wasn't so much that the lady pissed me off. Like I said, I want you guys to understand that the mindset, the way we think, how we act, these things affect it. These things affect what we do, how we think, what we do. Okay. So again, let's not I'm sorry if it broke, but sorry, not sorry. All right, so all you viewers at home who really don't believe my information here, I have an awesome video for you guys to watch that's going to break down to you guys a little more of what sugar does to the body. All right, and so it will back me up because I said so. Duh. But no, I just want y'all to understand it. It's not just me. It's not just me giving this information. It's not just me trying to tell y'all what to do. I'm just trying to help y'all live a good, healthy, and productive life, okay? Because if we are cutting out, we're trying to, think about you guys. Do you think your students, people at home, entrepreneurs, leaders, if what we eat and drink affect the way we think, how do you think it's affecting you in your business life and your professional life? It all has a toll. It all. If you're not, these things cause irritability as well. We'll see that. We'll go in through that. But again, they affect the way we think and we act. So clearly it's going to affect the way we interact with our coworkers, interact with our colleagues and peers. It's going to affect the way we handle situations. All of that. It's going to affect our whole vibe and energy base. So, yeah, anyway. So, just watch the video, okay?
What would happen if you stop eating sugar for a week? Well, I don't know about you, but for me, my wife would probably stop calling me sweetie. Actually, eating too much sugar can seriously affect your health. It leads to weight gain, sharp mood swings, what do you mean by that? And even addiction. Some nutritionists consider sugar to be even more dangerous than fat, but we still don't pay enough attention to the amount of sugar we consume every day. What will happen to your heart, brain, and skin if you quit sugar at least for a week? Well, the changes are going to be incredible. In this video, we're going to tell you how you'll feel if you stop eating donuts, and even if it's worth the effort. Number 15. You'll overcome a serious addiction. Studies show, and that might sound shocking, that sugar is actually more addictive than cocaine. Lab rats were given cocaine until they became addicted to it. Then they were given a choice, either to continue taking cocaine or switch to sugar. You know what? 94% chose sugar. Hey, come on, what do you say? A little fructose here, huh? What other facts do you need to start eating less sugar? Well, okay, we have 14 more. Number 14. Your breath will be better. Sugar doesn't just cause gum disease and cavities, but also provides a source of food for bacteria. In these conditions, they reproduce more quickly, which results in a terrible breath. So, if you want to be more successful with the opposite sex, you better stop eating sugar immediately. Oh, a box of chocolates for me? Ha! Never touch the stuff! By the way, sugar is often linked to the development of numerous lung conditions, so lowering sugar intake results in weakened asthma symptoms. Number 13. You'll increase your brain power. Studies have shown that sugar hinders such activities as learning and memorizing things. So, believe it or not, when preparing for the exam, it's better to stay away from chocolate and other… You mean stay away from chocolate? That's what it said, okay. And other sugar-containing kinds of foods that are believed to increase your brain activity. Less sugar means more knowledge. It says so right here. Number 12. You'll be less likely to have Alzheimer's disease. There's a chemical in your brain known as BDNF, brain-derived neurotropic factor. It helps the brain to form connections and make new memories. Drop in the factor has been linked to eating excessive amounts of sugar. Number 11. Your skin will look younger. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition suggests that giving up sugar may result in your acne disappearing. Sugar is inflammatory, and inflammation is a known cause of acne. Well, this is starting to make sense. Number 10. Your heart will thank you. People who eat too much sugar have a much higher risk of having a heart attack. Sweet drinks like soda are believed to be a trigger of coronary artery disease. Another important thing is that giving up sugar will lead to the decrease of insulin level and drop of the average heart rate. Your blood pressure will also decrease, which means that your heart and your vessels will have less work to do, so such conditions as stroke or artery disease will become less likely. Number 9. You'll have less bad cholesterol. High sugar intake raises levels of bad cholesterol and blood fats that can clog your blood vessels, leading to severe heart conditions that can be a huge threat to your life. Take care of your blood vessels while you still can. Number 8. You'll have a much better mood! Yes, being pretty irritable right after you say no to sugar is normal. Be careful, as temptation is everywhere. All the muffins, milkshakes, and other super delicious things. But when you're done with your diet change, you'll feel much better. Studies found that people who eat very little sugar or none at all are rarely diagnosed with depression. The world around you will change when you change your diet habits. Number 7. You'll finally get a good sleep. High sugar intake interferes with your normal energy level. It's okay to feel sleepy and sluggish after giving up sugar, but when your body adapts to it, you'll be very active throughout the day and ready to sleep when the bedtime comes. Your day-night cycle will be more naturally balanced. Sweet dreams! Oh, there's more? Oh, yeah. Number 6. You'll be less likely to have diabetes. When you eat too much glucose, high insulin resistance develops. It means that sugar can't get into your cells and can get stuck in the bloodstream. This leads to a pre-diabetes condition and finally to the real disease. Number 5. You'll lower the risk of having cancer. Pancreatic cancer is often linked to high sugar intake. However, the results of the studies haven't been entirely consistent. It's better not to take the risk on this one. Number 4. Your eyesight will be sharper. Sugar also affects the health of your eyes. Fluctuations in insulin and glucose levels lead to vessel damage and decreased blood supply to your eyes. As a result, the eye sharpness drops, and such conditions as myopia and cataract may develop. If you don't want to look like DiCaprio from Inception, give up sugar now. Number 3. You'll lose weight fast. When you eat a lot of sugar, especially fructose, you are very likely to overeat. The pancreas is forced to produce more insulin, so other hormones that regulate metabolism, digestion, and weight are neglected. So, the body sends you wrong signals that it's time to have a snack. Don't let this cunning sugar fool you. Number 2. You'll see your doctor less often. Your immune system is seriously affected by consumption of large amounts of sugar. You are protected from bacteria and viruses by white blood cells. Their efficiency drops dramatically when you eat simple sugars like glucose, fructose, and honey. Sugar also causes the development of cavities and gum disease, so you have a chance not only to see your doctor less often, but also your dentist. We don't think you'll be missing them a lot. And number 1, you'll save a crazy amount of money. Stop eating sugar and spending money on doctors, dentists, those expensive acne concealers, and sweet food and drinks that only harm you. Just imagine what you can use the saved money on. Traveling, new clothes, yeah, you're going to need a lot of them after losing extra pounds. Or a hobby you could never afford before. Have you ever tried to stop eating sugar? Tell us about your experience in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video with your friends to make them healthier. And click subscribe to join us on the bright side of life.
Oh my gosh, this is not even right. I wish you guys. I just said it. Cancel. I just ended the video by mistake. Oh no. Man, let me tell you. The funniest thing just happened live right here in the damn studio. It is so not even funny. It's like when I tell you it's not even funny, it's not even funny because this just happened. So we're talking about, so as you guys see here, we removed the Easter bunnies, right? And so freaking, this brings up a good point though. Marketing is like crazy. These companies know what they're doing, right? So even on that video, you guys can see it was crazy amounts of chocolate and food and stuff that we don't need, right? So all of this stuff that we've been talking about. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, but I'm gonna tell you how these marketers are. And this is what they do. Like, this shit is, I curse. This shit's crazy. So, it's, we're coming up on Easter, right? And so our station manager, he was just, sharing his story with us. So, but this is what they do. And they start early. You go in like CVS, you go in the store, the drugstore, the grocery store, they're all there everywhere. I'm talking February 15th, the hearts are gone and the Easter bunnies come out, right? I'm talking about the day after Thanksgiving, the Christmas tree chocolates and all that comes out, right? This is marketing at its best. So then you build holidays around these people or these candies and these treats, and they just get you, right? So, prime example, station manager, he goes into CVS. He's trying to, get his life together, right? And so he goes in CVS. He sees, for him, it's the Peeps, the Easter Bunny Peeps. And he's like, the marshmallows, like, he's like, nah, Peeps, I'm good. I'm trying to, I'm doing my thing, all that good stuff. Then he goes around the aisle, and it is like the setup, because I don't care what candy you like or what drug you like. When you go down that aisle, they got something for the holiday in it, right? It is that freaking serious. They got something for the holiday in it. It don't make no damn sense. So he goes around the corner, and he sees the damn chocolate Peep Easter bunny. He says, "Aw, damn." So he gets stuck, caught up, all in a frenzy. But this is what happens, because they'll do it. Man, I remember when I used to love Reese Cups. Reese Cups kind of, a guilty pleasure. I ain't gonna lie, I still have a problem with it a little bit, but not as bad. I'm not addicted, but I just partake in a while. Okay, and sometime. So anyway, they set you up. But remember, they had the Reese Cups. Then they came out with the big one where you can get one big ass Reese Cup. Then They came out with the white chocolate joints. So then they keep giving you all these options, setting you up for failure. It's just not right, okay? It's just not right at all, right? So anyway, so we talking about that. And I'm like, damn, dog, that's messed up. So then our awesome production engineer, he goes, hey, have you ever put toothpicks in the peeps and put them in the microwave and watch them expand? And we just like, I just, but honestly, it's something that anybody out there knows my brother. It's something that Shane C would have said. Like, that was so, like, for real, Jacob, that was so my brother, like, and everybody just like, yeah. He gonna try to find a video that explain to us what the hell he was just talking about. But he shared it with us, like, you know what, that we thank you for sharing that piece of your life with us, for what you have done, okay? That's all I got to say about that, right? So while he does that, see if he pulls up, I am going to just tell you guys a few signs here of signs that you are eating way too much sugar, or you have too much sugar in your diet, okay? One, let's see, if you are constantly hungry, meaning you pick up a snack and you eat the snack and then you're like, I'm still hungry. Like, you can't seem to satisfy yourself until you have done something, right? So is that it? Is that the video? Okay, so he's got the video here in the corner here. See if you guys can see it. To see who will be the victorious. Oh my gosh, this is So this is what happens. You put them in the microwave for, let's see if you guys can see it at home. I mean, I know you guys can see it at home, but let's see it in Facebook world. So this is in the microwave for how long? How long did it say? Like less than a minute? Oh, wow. Get the frick out of here. I've never thought that. I hope my I hope that my nieces and nephews aren't watching and try to do this. If they do, I didn't have anything to do with it, okay? It would be better than eating them. So actually, if you get these in your Easter basket, this is what you do with them. This is what you do with all that. Put it in the microwave and watch it expand, all right? Then throw the damn microwave out after that, okay? Shoot. Just saying. All right. Again, a few signs here that we are eating too much sugar, consuming too much or too many chemicals. All right. Here we go. So if you are consistently hungry, meaning you can never seem to satisfy yourself and you keep eating snacks, what happens is your body has not received the nourishment that it's lacking. It has not taken in what it needs to function properly. Therefore, you are still hungry. It's just that simple, okay? All right. If you have increased fatigue, meaning you get tired more than you should, you may be consuming too much sugar. Your body is too busy breaking down or trying to figure out what the hell to do with these false sugars or with this false food, period. And so it's breaking it down. It's using more. So you have no energy to do anything else but sit there. I.e., this is also what happens when you consume a large amount of food at one time that you don't need. Your body is saying, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Some people say it's an itis or whatever. No, it's just that you have eaten way too freaking much, okay? And your body is too busy breaking down what you have done to it, all right? So stop playing, all right? Also, frequent urination. Is that 5 minutes? Okay, cool. Frequent urination is also one. If you seem to frequent peeing in the bathroom, going to the bathroom, then that is your problem, okay? That is your problem from too much sugar. Now, again, here's the difference. Some people are saying, but I work out a lot. I drink a lot of water, so I go all the time. And yeah, that's cool. If your pee is pale, like I said last show, then you're good. But if your urine is yellow, if it's strong, if it's, has that odor to it, then you need to cleanse yourself. Stop eating so much sugar, drinking so much sugar, all right? Watch that. Goodness gracious. Dry mouth, excessive thirst. Another sign that you are consuming too much sugar. All right, think about it. You're thirsty all the time, and then some people actually go to the lengths. They're thirsty, and then they go grab juice or soda. So you grab more sugar. So then you're still not thirsty. So then and then what do? You drink more juice or sugar, or soda. So, again, still not defeating the purpose at all. Like, it's ridiculous if you think about it. So, water there, green teas, light stuff. That'll take care of it, okay? Infectious diseases, all right? Oh, you're like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? Let me clarify. Urinary tract infections for both men and for women. More occurs in women with high sugar levels, though, and women with diabetes as well. Urinary tract infections are no joke. I've never had one, but I've witnessed a few people go through that pain, and that's not cool, right? So, again, keep these things in mind. Remember, they're going to your liver. They're going to your kidneys. Remember, I said that here about the liver, where the fat is stored too, okay? So think about it. It all goes in a big sequence. If we take one thing out, replace it with something good, it will then start to change the way that this system is circulating, okay? It's all one big system. So dehydration. Also, if you're dehydrated a lot, like we said, we thirst. Dry skin is another one. Remember, these fluids, a lot of our organs and our body is made up of water. Excuse me. They have water. No, but, a lot of our body is made up of water. We need it. It has to happen. All of these things are affected by it. Okay. For some reason too, it's like your leg skin and your arteries in your legs are also affected by your high sugar intake. Okay, the circulation in your legs. If you notice too, then a lot of diabetics and stuff that suffer with that poor circulation end up losing a foot or a leg or something of that nature. That's why, that high sugar content. Again, it's right there. It also damages the nervous system, right? So, in your sweat glands, damaging your nervous system. So, it's affecting your anxiety. People who struggle with anxiety, sugar is your worst enemy. Like, it really, sugar and alcohol actually are your worst enemies, for real. But definitely with the central nervous system and all of that good stuff. We got blurred vision, also affected by a high sugar content diet. All of that, it all goes. And irritability. Irritability is also a sign that you are eating too much sugar. So again, all of these signs that we're eating too much sugar, like, do you need to lose a leg? Do you need vision problems to get it? Is your dry skin a problem? You got cramps in your leg and you about to lose a foot. That is clearly a sign. You know what I mean? Again, your constant hunger issue. All of that can be fixed and evaluated. You are constantly hungry. Your body is looking for something, is looking for what it needs. Only what it needs is going to satisfy it and bring it back. All right? So, on that note, I think I've given you guys enough information for today. All right? So, what I want you to do while you're home, while you're over there in Facebook land, while you're over there in Listen Vision Live land, YouTube land, all that good stuff, stop eating so much sugar. So that's simple. Okay? It is really that simple. We've talked about sugar before, but I wanted to take today and give you a different aspect of it. Like, this is what it's actually doing to your body so that we understand these things. This is your mindset. That lady, I don't know what problem candy was helping with her. I can't imagine it helping one single problem with her. So if that was guilt, that was her own guilt and her own battle within itself. And I hope it's in positive vibes to her, and hope that her mindset is somewhere altered for the better with her relationship with food. All right. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and dedicate this show to her, okay? And remember, contest. Remember, you guys, we need hashtag name ideas for something that is similar to the Me Too, all right? But this is for weight loss and for obesity and weight loss journeys, fitness journeys, all right? What is the hashtag? What should it be? Come on, guys, give me your ideas. You can send them in to Sil Higgins Fitness and More through IG, Instagram or Facebook, or through anywhere through Listen Vision Live. Just let us know, all right? We will have a contest. Those and that information will be given hardcore next week, all right? We'll have all those details and we'll run it. See what we got, all right, guys? All right, y'all take care. I will see y'all next Thursday, and we are out of here. Peace.
Fresh break down. Everybody know what I'm trying to do now. Hold it down for my hometown. Profound when it comes to doing me because I do it easily and it pleases me how. So focused, mind open.